Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Hagerstown Turnpike public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like the support, go to the link in the description and get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise the regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. With that all being said, server pop right now is 2:30. It's February 14th at about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Imbalance right now is 10 towards the CSA side. Artillery-wise, Union has 9, Confederates have 18. So that imbalance of 10 initially turns into 1 in favor of CSA. Officers for today, on the CSA side, you have Joseph D., you have Arthur Salem, you have Blake B. Killing, no one on 9th Louisiana, Company B. But for the artillery, you have Jake and Chicken, whereas on the Union side, you have Britt, Homeless Banana, Pilot Man, Scene Wall, and for the artillery, you have Pax. So, let's get into our round here of the Hagerstown Turnpike. So traditionally, Union will have pushed up on this right side and to take in this hill, and they'll kind of just shoot out with the CSA for a while, maybe eventually charging towards the point to cap it early if their ticket bleed on the CSA is not satisfactory. But Union likes to hold up on the right. They also like to hold up on the far left with a smaller force to kind of engage in a shootout with the CSA from a distance. Meanwhile, over on this side, CSA is playing the strategy they always do. This map doesn't have too many great defensive spots for the CSA. So generally CSA will just hold further back into that woods, or will just kind of hold further back with their artillery, which is not that far off from the point. And their job is to avoid ticket loss, and so that's what they're doing. They're holding as far back to make that happen. If we look at the ticket imbalance of the Hagerstown Turnpike map, the attackers, Union here, has a 24% ticket advantage on the CSA. So CSA, as mentioned, they gotta really pay attention to those tickets, as you don't want to get down to the Union on this map. Weapons-wise, Union has the 14th Brooklyn. You can tell because of the red pants and the red cap. But they have the option of the Enfield for a weapon, whereas the other regiment, they'll have the normal blue coats and whatnot. They have the Lorenz and the Springfield 61, whereas the CSA here have the 9th Louisiana, and they have Springfield 42 and the Springfield 55, which Springfield 42 has the bucket ball, and then the 1st Louisiana Zouaves is the other regiment on CSA, and they have the Springfield 42 and the Mississippi. So CSA have the superiority in guns, Union have a superiority in tickets. And the interesting part about this map is that Union has traditionally done this. This is how you played Hagerstown Turnpike for all years of this game, at least to my knowledge. I mean, that's how it's been played since I started actively playing in the middle of 2020, which, yes, it's been almost 5 years now, which is insane to think about. It's 4.5 about right now. Probably a little more than that. But, however, as of late, CSA has been holding back, as you see, as they traditionally would, and Union hasn't really been able to get CSA down in terms of tickets. Why is that? Well, that is because as time has gone on, the server pop has increased. We can get up to 400 players now.
Let's at least make them come out of these
at least on the
woods.
official servers, 350 in all private servers, which back in 2020, 2021, it was 150, 200. So server sizes have nearly doubled. And what that means is as the server scales, in terms of population, the tickets also scale. So when someone dies, their team loses tickets. If there are more players on the server, more people are dying, which means that each death is worth less tickets overall, compared to a smaller pop server where each death is worth more tickets. And the reason why that difference is there is because you want the rounds to take roughly the same time regardless of how many people are on the server. On a higher pop server, a lot of people are dying, so you don't want tickets to be worth a lot so that the round could still take a long time. But if you kept that same ratio to a smaller pop server where no one's dying, then in a smaller pop server, both sides wouldn't lose tickets. So that's why tickets scale. But as we get the higher pop, everyone loses tickets less. And so there's that. Another thing, too, is that the flag spawn rate, early last year, went from 10 seconds spawn per person to around 5 seconds, so doubled the spawn rate. And with that change, because more people were spawning in and dying and rounds were going really quick, the devs made it to where each death resulted in 20% less tickets lost for your team. And so over the years, tickets have been lost at a lot slower pace, which has made shootouts less effective. Charging has been really the only way to push ground most of the time in this game, because you can't shoot someone down when they're spawning in someone every 5 seconds. It's hard to outshoot that, especially when shooting in this game is so difficult. So, because of the shootout strategy not working out so much, the strategy as of late has turned to what we see now from Union. It's turned to where Union will form a big line from the left side of your screen to the right side of your screen in this open field. And they will sit about in the center of this field, and they will cap point, force CSA out, let them retake, and just kind of repeat that process over and over again of capping and decapping, not really overly contesting the point. And the reason why Union, at least in the strategy that I mentioned, of just kind of holding in the center of this open field, it's worked well. The matches have been close, but Union's won nearly every time they've done that. And the reason why they don't try to contest point too much is because CSA's got buck and ball on this map. And whenever you get a close engagement between a buck and ball and a non-buck and ball group, that buck and ball group is going to win by a lot. Most of the time. Obviously, I'm speaking in generals, but... So, by Union kind of sitting halfway through that open field, which we see Union moving there now, what it does is it allows the superiority of the normal rifle to show itself. Because in these longer distance shootouts, buck and ball drops at a significant pace because it acts like a shotgun. So the range is not as great. You got to aim a lot higher. And people will not adjust for that. And if they do adjust, they probably overcompensate. And so the normal weapons kind of really show off in these middle ranges. And so Union's able to slowly whittle both sides down, kind of sitting in this open field and shoot out, slowly capping point back and forth. And so we see Union moving for a cap. It's going to stop that black timer, which Union is slightly down on tickets. And so they need to find some way to get at least the tickets back a little even. Capping the point will force the CSA out of their defensive positions and stop the timer. Now it's going to be in CSA's court for how they want to respond. Already shot. I got about 3 or 4. Union pushing up on this side. Now, in CSA, you want to retake this point quickly. That black timer stopped. You wanted to get to 0. You killed 10 minutes off the clock and barely lost a third of the morale stage, which is really good. And so CSA needs to keep that black timer ticking. They need to make sure they have a ticket lead. Maintain it, so they need to take this point. Got 3 Union companies on this side now, kind of playing aggressive. Still trying to hold on to the point. CSA is slowly shifting over to this side.
I got knocked down. Give me a second. Pick it up.
Oh, no. That's wild. Those 2 already shots didn't kill a single person. That CSA Rambo is just going in. They got the flag. They still get it for the moment. But CSA pushing up to point. Union kind of getting shot off, which isn't terribly surprising. Not a whole lot of them there. But CSA is trying to cap the point on the edge of it, trying to make sure they can retake it while not losing a whole lot of guys, which is how you should do that. Now, if CSA was down on tickets, they would regain, but Union's up. Or, sorry. Union's down on tickets, not up.
We're gonna keep smacking these guys in front of us.
So CSA won't regain any tickets.
Take it in front, ready!
So Britt's got his guys focused over here. CSA's trying to get a little flank, but Union using that hill at least pretty nicely. So they're hitting short. That CSA retake is very slow. They're slowly inching more and more on there.
Deadly volleys from Brooklyn.
I've reloaded here.
Shifting left. They're by the tree now.
Check.
Yeah, they're shifting
Hey, everybody. On me, forward!
Fire.
Union actually retaking the point here. Ah, they're trying to actually hold it. Something you don't often see on this map. Doesn't work well in private matches anyways. But at least advantage with pubs. There's a lot more chaos, not as much organization. Union about to do a beautiful collapse on CSA.
Oh shit!
They can't handle the freedom.
Boys, kill these freaking rebels!
So good hold there from Union. They got 2 CSA flags, not able to get those respawns. Some CSA are trying to push up to assist at least maybe the few already guys that are there. But CSA first to go to engage. Union with a strong hold. Now, normally, trying to hold a point when you capture it as an attacker is a good idea. You can see the tickets are kind of evened out. And, again, the longer this counterattack goes, CSA is going to have to defend on this map a lot longer period of time. Is Union's delayed this match, or at least that Black Tiber, by 3-4 minutes. So normally want to contest this map. It's normally very hard to contest the point just because CSA has buck and ball, but if you can knock CSA out while they're not organized, which Union kind of did, you can do wonders. So Union is trying to retake the hill, but Joseph D pushed up. And they're going to get a nice little counter charge here. And this is what you would normally expect with, I assume, buck and ball versus not buck and ball. I mean, they're probably going to charge through to the point, which I don't think Union realized they got charged out from the back. They don't know.
Arthur's Indian. Arthur's Indian. Arthur's Indian. Arthur's Indian. Arthur's Indian.
Yankees go.
So, Union trying to hold. CSA get one of those flags. Looks like CSA will win and get both those flags back up, which is good. Union's just got to be cautious with their flags. Don't want to lose them at this point because CSA would probably play a little aggressive. Looks like Union might have lost 2 flags over there. CSA looking to counter push.
Light them up, boys. Get ready. Break your loads. Break your loads. Spear wall embrace. Here they come.
CSA a very trickle charge. Points going back in their favor.
Brace, boys. Here it comes. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Prestige, do not team kill.
Nice arty shot. Might have gotten a team kill.
Kill that flag, boys. Counter charge. Counter charge. Counter charge. Wipe these guys out.
Counter charge with your 2 guys left. CSA is going to retake, and they got all 4 Union flags. Union spawns pushing up. Remember, if they die, they don't respawn over here. They got to spawn back at main. But it looks like only a couple CSA guys over here with the flag. So Union, at least, is going to be able to get both those flags back up. But that's kind of the risk that I was mentioning earlier with trying to hold the point like that on this map. If CSA, at least as a team, kind of pushes you out, you have a high chance of losing those flags if you don't play smart, which Union didn't retreat them quick enough. So Union paid the price, at least, for the moment. Why'd that flag... Why is he stopped?
Let's go.
Dance,
Go that way.
He
Go
down.
away. You're our prisoner. Go. He's our
Boogie down,
prisoner.
boogie down.
Go.
Hell yeah.
Come this way. Flag, go towards our cannons. Go. Go, Flag. Go towards our cannons. He's our prisoner of war.
We have captured the flag, gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
Gentlemen, escort this enemy to the rear. Bring him to the rear towards the cannons. Bring him to the cannons. To the rear. Go to the rear. Kill him. He's running.
Kill his ass.
Alright guys, once we've loaded, let's go.
Wow, what a shot. What a sequence, though. Anyways, CSA retake the point, both sides at a lower engage, but that was outside of Union losing 2 of the flags there, that was a very, very good cap from the Union side. Because the ticket gap is evened. CSA might have regained a couple tickets there, but a huge thing with that is that both sides got knocked down, like what, over a morale stage, and there's 35 minutes left? Now, if Union wants to, they can just kind of sit and shoot for the rest of this round if they want. They don't necessarily have to, you know, hold or they don't necessarily have to charge in and be aggressive. They can keep doing that if they want, but it's not like it's required at this point. So Union get 3 of the flags back.
Please, please, please do, Payne.
You got some Union Rambos trying to go out and get these flags. Now, if they pick it up and they die, that restarts that 5-minute timer, which, if I were that man, I don't want to say that, I would
Fuck you, bitch.
wait for him to pick it up and then shoot him.
Ah, you suck.
Beautiful. I think he was just trying to aim for a while, but get the point. Anyways, Union are on point. They're trying to get the flag. I don't know if they're trying to cap, but regardless of all that, CSA is about to hit taken losses. Union should wait for them to hit taken losses before capping. Just because the counterattack time would be 7 minutes instead of 12.
I can just get off the point. Boys, they're trying to flank us to the south, if you haven't noticed.
So more Unions pushing up. We got 2 Union companies over here, similar to that of last time. A lot of Union holding up here. Engaging with what I assume is Joseph's group. Yep. So even though Union's taking a lot of fire here, especially from artillery, right? Artillery's not getting a whole lot of kills, but besides that, Union has a 24% ticket advantage. They should use it. So Union it's perfectly fine for Union to sit out here and take a fair amount of casualties, as long as they keep playing this cat game, stopping the timer, forcing CSA out. Now, again, yeah, I think Union needs to pull off a little bit here because CSA at least seems a little more organized than before. I mean, when we first started the round, or the first cap and CSA tried to go in that field bad, the second time CSA definitely reformed a lot better and went in. They do it taking losses right after the cap, though, so that goal timers, it starts at 12 minutes instead of 7. Which I don't know if Union's going to outright hold this for 7. Definitely not 12. At least you wouldn't expect it. Man, these guys' bodies are being flung. You love ragdoll physics, don't you? So, Union up on this hillside. At least one of the companies is shifting down. One is sitting really far back. Don't necessarily know why. But, again, Union just got to be wary of CSA bucking ball and the organized Union hit taking losses. So, CSA is down, right? So, they'll go up the percentage of tickets that Union is at. So, they'll regain a very little amount. Joseph D looking to try to go around and flank again, potentially.
On this line, open fire. Down this line, open fire. Open fire. Open fire. Cut them down. Aim low. Aim low. Down the line, open fire.
So they push up there again. Similar to earlier, the longer this counterattack goes, Union is saving time.
We made gender equality.
Not that time is much of a factor anymore. Especially since 32.5 minutes to knock your opponent down 2 morale stages, you get over 15 minutes. You can do that even by shooting him down, even though that doesn't work that often these days. Like, if you want to consistently shoot someone down the whole round, that won't normally work.
Aim low, guys. Aim
Depends on the map.
They're very close. Guys, aim for these. Break. Those friendlies.
So, hold up. Brit is trying to flank around, which very risky.
Forward, forward. Hop up and over, boys. Come on, up and over. Yankees.
Very risky charge, but perfectly timed. CSA did not see that coming.
Get that flag.
Looks like Union is going to prevail. They have a chance to maybe get this. They're not going to get it. I don't know why the flag. Union's got to get that flag out. Meanwhile, on the other side, CSA's not making much of an effort to the point. 9 minutes left. Imagine if Union waited for CSA to take in losses. That'd be at 4 minutes. Actually, Union, oh my goodness, Union wins. Look at that. I guess when the officer spawns back in on that flag. So, did they get that flag? Looks like they did not. So, good play, whoever that flag bearer was. Got the flag out. And the question is, what is CSA going to do now? CSA main spawn, by the way, is about here. So it's not that far off from anything.
Oh shit, sorry y'all, hold up, watch your fire, watch your fire. Just spread back to my unit.
They're breaking left.
Alright, Kevin, hold fire. Hold fire! Pull it back, Joey, pull it back.
Oh my god, we're taking them back.
So, CSA at least making a little effort to push out over here. Trying to get around Union side. These guys with the Mississippi, some with 42s. You can tell the difference. I mean, these are one of the more notable differences. And this looks like a normal rifle. That's 42. Whereas the Mississippi, it's a lot tinier in terms of length of a weapon. You can reload faster with it though. But again, it's a shorter gun, so melee it's not that great. Now, with a longer shooting distance like this, Mississippi's would definitely serve you a lot better. But with Union playing the game that they are, 42s would probably work better overall. Either option is not bad, that's the thing. I mean, if your company's going to sit back and shoot all day, you should probably take the Mississippi. But if you're going to get closer to engagement, which normally happens with everybody, you should probably take 42. Anyways, CSA is pushing on the point. They're going to get a great little flank here. Are they going to push through, or are they going to sit and shoot?
Now they're coming left, Blake. Watch out. Watch your left flank, Blake.
Yeah, that was a great flank from them. They're going to retake the point. Union trying to at least contest this and get a couple shots. Not moving in, though. Well, CSA popping out of the woods. So both sides going to be at middle, taking losses with 32.5 minutes left.
Open fire, just open fire. Keep running
And
down.
Union is even in a better spot.
Okay. Keep shooting, guys. Keep shooting, guys. Keep shooting, guys. Aim low.
CSA retake. Black timer keeps ticking down.
Guys, good work, guys. Keep shooting, guys. Shimmers around.
Is that a rainbow?
Spread it out, boys, spread it out.
And CSA pushed up to try to get some better shots, and Union collapsed in on them.
Get him, boys.
CSA pull out, and Union will win that with superior numbers.
Everybody else see that? That rep just standing right here.
Black stay behind, black stay here, black stay behind.
So Union win that, and they've taken a slight tickle lead. Union's not going to cap anymore, because once CSA hits their next stage of breaking,
We're walking here.
Union can cap and win the game, and Union's almost put themselves between the point and CSA, at least on one side. Not so much this side, but well, CSA's over here, so.
Why we keep shooting at our team then?
Oh my god, and I'm gonna punch you right in your face.
Southwest,
Guys, southwest.
I'm holding the flag.
I swear to Christ.
Now they're south by southwest.
Do not hit at their chest.
Hey, they're south.
That was a
now.
very good hit,
On that
Artie.
big tree.
I do declare. So, Union over there going for a little flank. More like a huge one. About as far out as you can go and CSA pull off because of that. Any second CSA is about to hit breaking. So, we'll see how Union plays this. They could send a couple guys to go and start pre-capping the point. Meanwhile, CSA's got to start getting closer to the point.
Right here, gentlemen, on this line, on this line, on this line. Take aim right front, take aim in front, take aim low, aim low, aim low, steady! Fire! Pull it back, pull
And
it back,
actually, I
pull it back.
wonder. Server pop is almost up to 270. So that's nice to see. Union, some shifting over. Looks like they're going to probably start moving on point to cap it. The question is, the CSA, when are they going to go in? I'll see Union here pull off. Yeah, oh my goodness. Are they... They're about as far out as you could be. I mean, they are right on the edge of out of bounds.
Just keep shooting, boys. Keep shooting.
So, with them being so far out and Union being a little spread out, CSA is too, but not as much. Could be a little concerning here if Union could hold the point when they start trying to take it.
Are we all loaded, boys? Pop out right here, pop out.
And CSA actually moving on the point to make sure Union can't cap it off the rip.
Somebody, that's done. Moving up on our right. Take aim, boys. Shoot low, steady. Right through that bush, steady. Fire! Back onto the fence, Go tuck back into the fence. I think Sean's getting wiped on the right.
Straight rail.
So CSA do hit breaking. Most of their team collapses around the point. Now, as Union got 28 minutes, so if they wanted to shoot this out, they could. If they wanted to charge in, which seems like they might do that. So they get a couple more kills there. Union is about to hit breaking, but again, they got a slight ticket lead, so...
Playing nasty easy, boys. We got 28.
I thought that sounded like a Baja Blast. Tasted like ass.
Oh, yep, they're moving out way to our left, boys. Company right here.
So CSA still kind of spreading out, trying to get near point. Union getting a little closer to the point. Union could try to cap it to bait them in more. Union's still holding in that corner over there. That's natural decay right now. At least the red bar kind of decreasing.
Okay.
Union pushing up a little closer to get a nice flank here. Union seems to be fine with playing this out till CSA hits their last stage of last stand.
If we get charged, you will brace.
Loaded a little faster, man.
Light him up, boys. Light him up. Light him up.
Shoot him in the dick.
Oh, might want to spread out a little in between reloads.
Some Union actually pushing up, still natural decay. They're kind of hiding in the bushes. And there goes Union into breaking.
Shut up. Stop complaining.
That's our job, boy.
Yeah, idiot.
And Union, they're getting close. They're still not on.
I have a funny suspicion.
And it looks like they're going to go on.
Boys, prepare to pull it back. We're not going to stay long. Oh, never mind, boys. Tucking to the right.
Right. Shoot them close. Southwest.
Right,
Shoot
boys.
those guys close.
So they are capping. How's CSA gonna? They gotta charge soon. Union charge into the woods? What? I mean, Union's up by a lot of tickets, so they're fine losing tickets, but I mean, maybe it distracts some CSA. The Union's taking, CSA is countercharging this. But we heard from the officer there, Union doesn't seem too intent on trying to hold. Again, maybe just trying to draw CSA in the open, get some good shots. I mean, Union's up by a third of a stage. Oh my goodness, Union might just outright take this and win. Maybe that charge into the woods distracted enough CSA to where it did a good job. But not enough. Tide starts swinging right back in CSA's favor, and they're at least now going to be able to hold this. Union trying to charge up top, if you want to even call that a charge. It looks pretty depressing. But Union lose 1 flag, 2, about to lose a 3rd probably over on the left side. And, I mean, despite this not going well for Union, like, Union's still up by almost a 4th of a stage, so they're in a very good spot. CSA's got to find some way to get a ticket lead at this point so that Union hits final push before they hit last stand. And they could try to charge these guys out here, but obviously if they lead the point, Union will probably just gun it straight over. All these guys over here, if they die, they got to spawn back over here, not that far away, but a little bit of chaos can happen.
I'll do what I want. Move to the front, German. America.
At least for now, it looks like they're pushing forward.
On this line, guys.
And looks like they're just gonna go to a little shootout here, which, again, the great part about capping point early and being aggressive early on is that you have a lot of time to figure out what you want to do, right? If you want to keep charging, if you want to early cap, if you want to sit and shoot, you have all the options. If you just sit back and shoot the whole time, you won't bring anyone's tickets down, and then you'll have no time left on the clock. And you'll go desperate. That was a good R shot. But
I saw that ticket bar go down.
But if you don't have a lot of time, you're obviously going to be stressed, and you won't have a lot of options. You'll have to charge. That's the only option you can do, and most of the time it's a brain dead straight charge, and this don't always work.
Up and over.
They don't work that much.
I go sit on this lot on this back hill.
Anyway, CSA in a moment or so is about to hit last stand. Union down 3 flags, but it does not matter right now. So I wonder if we can hear anything at least from their side.
Mississippi is bullshit.
They're trying to somewhat hold behind the hill as a defilade.
Alabama, Archie, piece of shit.
Oh shit.
Keep throwing lead down there.
We need to make sure they get that fucking cannon loaded.
Shoot low, boys. Shoot low. Let's go. Come on, I'm on your line.
How many CSA guys are dropping though? They got a couple CSA Rambos. By that I mean 2. I guess that is a couple. Got some Union shifting down center again. Maybe try to pick up their flags or cap point for CSA out. They had already shot at CSA down the last stand, so if a guy dies, he don't come back. If he was dead when they hit last stand, he respawned. That's why you got a little blob over at their main spawn. But Union can just sit back and keep the shootout going. You just need to avoid hitting final push. Union, you don't want that timer to drop. CSA starting to push out the point because they see the Union's at least capping a little.
Fuck them up, boys.
Boys, it's a hard map to win anyway, so don't worry about it. And for their knees. And we're playing
Here comes
against,
Union.
like, really good CO, so don't worry about it. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, company. Hold, hey, shift to left. Hey, company, shift to
More CSA. Union, at least some are just dive bombing in. I mean, tickets still kind of matter for Union. I mean, Union's probably going to win this game, but you obviously don't want to risk a whole lot. CSA trying to pull off to avoid this a little longer, but you got to hit Union the final push. You have to at this point. But Union charging through there, going to get a good couple. They have final push though, so if CSA holds for 2 minutes, they'll win. Zooming out here, here's the rest of Union. I'm like, it didn't seem like a whole lot of Union was charging in there, but it makes sense because they're going in for a big flank. I doubt CSA will be able to hold, but of course that's why you play the game. We'll see what happens.
boys.
Oh, charge the...
Taylor and George.
Yeah, that's about going to do it for CSA. And you got a couple of CS guys left, but that looks like it's going to be it.
We just hold the point. Ignore the flag.
Die, you Yankee bastards! Die! Protect me, I'm the flag bearer.
That was a good fly, my boy. That was a good fly.
So, really well played from Union. They kind of had a rough start, and they adjusted their plan to capping the point, kind of forcing CSA out, and they held the point. You know, it worked very well at the beginning, and they even tickets out, and eventually got a ticket lead, making some smart charges on some outnumbered CSA, and so really well played there by the Union side. CSA, it's a hard map. Can't get caught off guard like that. If you got to do something at CSA like retaking point, you got to do it as a team. You got to push up together. You can't just half go in because Union will just send more guys to hold it down, and that's exactly what Union did.
Guys, on top 15 in channel, I add you myself.
So
Good work, guys. Good work, gentlemen.
really, that's how you play as a. Really, it's War of Rights. There's a lot you can do, but there's not a whole lot you can do at the same time. It's like kind of restricted by meta and stuff like that. So each side can only do a certain number of things, and there's like certain steps that just make logical sense. Like Union was trying to shoot him down, it was not working. They were down in tickets, so they changed up their strategy in early cap. You know, it's just simple stuff like that. CSA wasn't able to respond good enough. So with that all being said, I appreciate you all watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, TikTok. All those links are in the description. Regardless of that, though, I appreciate you all. And we will see you in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.